Hi, join me today as I will say my biased, uneducated, unfiltered opinion why I think this Honda Rebel will be the last bike you'll ever buy. Let's go. Welcome back. This is Dean Vera, or Moto Dean as my channel says. And this morning it's a cloudy, overcast, whatever you want to call it, balmy day. I decided to take a short ride this morning, this Sunday morning, to tell you why the Honda Rebel is the last bike you'll ever buy. As a disclaimer, what I'm saying is this is the last bike you'll buy, and then you're not going to buy anything else. I'm not saying that's any final thing, but normally, you know, in any passion or activity that you like, I won't call it a hobby, let's call it a passion, you need to buy stuff, whether it be cameras, like me, music. I have about 5 guitars, and I still haven't bought my last guitar. Of course, it's all subjective, and of course, you all have your opinions and your thoughts about it, and I'm not gonna say they're wrong. I'm just stating mine. Okay, Sunday morning, there's a lot of cyclists. I used to be one many pounds ago. Or if you're British, many stones ago. Can you plural stone? I don't think so. Correct me. Anyway, reason number one, I think why this might be the last bike is, of course, it's a cruiser type, therefore it has a low seat height. Therefore, if you're in your mature days, stuff tends to hurt easily. So it's low seat height, it's easy cruise feel, it's comfortable hand setting, will make it easier to drive, easier to ride, meaning you can go to the market, go to the coffee shop, but definitely you can't be a racer. So being a couple racers out of it. It's low seat height, it's knee position with controls. You can I'm sure there's many ways to make it forward controls. There's many mechanics out there that will do it. I'm sure you can buy maybe some kits. But here in the Philippines, there's a guy who does it all the time, and I don't know whether I'm going to do it or not. I'm still comfortable with my mid controls. It being a cruiser means that it's made for easy riding. It's not a chopper, but its look, its feel. What's that? There's cops out there. What are they going to do with me? Oh well. Alright, so I'm just traveling carefully here. I mean, in 6th gear going at 50. So, its low seat height makes it comfortable riding. The seat is another issue. The stock seat, comfortable, yes, but only maybe an hour, and an hour and a half is pretty pushing it. I'm sure there are aftermarket seats like the Mustang, because it's not available here in the Philippines. But of course I have this gel pad, like this picture here. I'm not using it now, because I only use it for long rides. I think rides that are over 2 to 3 hours long. It does raise the seat height a bit, and I feel taller, yes, but you know, it doesn't look cool, but it's comfortable. So again, so the seat height makes it a comfortable bike. The second reason why I think the Honda Rebel is the last bike you'll ever buy is its price. brand new, depending on where you live, it's gonna cost between 7,000, 8,000 tax after tax, whatever piece you have. But here in the Philippines, as far as when I bought this 2021, it was around $7,500. Of course, the exchange rate fluctuates. If I were to say the price now, it'll be cheaper, because the dollar right now, the peso is really getting weaker, more than 10% since I last bought this bike. So there'll be a price difference. Nevertheless, it's based on the US price. Of course, also availability. So its price point, because you're not gonna buy that as an investment. You're not gonna. That's why I consider this. I said it's a last bike. You're not gonna buy it and then sell it afterwards. There is a good resale value because people sometimes wait 6 months for this bike, depending where you live again. Here in the Philippines, about the 6-month wait. But the demand is high. So if you bought for investment, but you know what? It's not going to be that much. You know, you're not gonna, unlike here in the Philippines, Vespas, people sell used more expensive than brand new. Yes, it's a thing here. All right, so that's the second reason. It's price point. I think it's, if you were, you know, it's, again, you don't buy it as an investment. You buy it as a mode for transportation, as a mode of exercising your passion, if you will. Right, the third reason why I consider this the first bike, or the third reason why you might make this the last bike you'll ever buy, is because of its ratio between power, weight, and size. Again, this is a cruiser. It's got about 45 horsepower, depending on who you talk to. I think it's got 27 newtons of torque. Correct me if I'm wrong. I haven't memorized it. But you know what? Torque, horsepower, it's there, but it's there only when you need it. As you can see here, I'm just coasting. And if it's the last bike you'll buy, it's probably because of your age, maybe an injury, maybe, dare I say, cost cutting in a way. The speed, although the gas tank is a little bit small at 2.9 gallons or 11 liters, it's still adequate. So nevertheless, that's the only flaw, I guess, when it's about the engine size and the tank capacity. That's the third reason why I think, again, it's my opinion, why the Honda Rebel will be the last bike you'll ever buy. Fourth reason, like my GoPro Hero 4, why this I think is, again, the last bike you'll ever buy, is the I know there's some going to be difference of an opinion, but I think it's the coolness of having a cruiser, an affordable cruiser at that. Yes, Harleys are cooler to a certain number of people, but in the countries such as the Philippines, Harleys still have not broken through the middle class. Of course, there are people, middle class, that have bought the Harley, but its reach, its target market is really for the age bracket that it's for. I mean, people are going 50s and 60s, but this cruiser is perfect for somebody who's in their 20s, in their 30s, you know? And then when they get to the 50s, that's when they buy the Harley. Right, guys? So that's the fourth reason why I think the Honda Rebel will be the last bike you'll ever buy. And the fifth, or maybe the last reason why this is the last bike you'll ever buy, and oh my, a Lambo. Nah, probably that'll be the first Lambo I'll ever buy. Alright, let's go back to my topic. buy a Lambo. I'm not very don't know what model that is, but if you can tell me, it's a Lambo and it's black. Okay, here we go. Again, the fifth reason, or the last reason why I think this Honda Rebel will be the last bike you'll ever buy, it's because it's a Honda. Yes, Hondas, I don't say they're built like tanks, but they're made to last. So if it's the last bike you'll ever buy, in a sense, it'll last you a long time. That's what she said. Right. So everybody knows the reliability of the Honda. Of course, it all depends on how you maintain it. But if you maintain it properly, you know, change the oil, make sure you do the proper checks according to manual. And if you are a handyman yourself, you're a worthy bike mechanic, and you know this Honda will last. As a side reason, Honda Rebel has a lot of third market accessories, and I myself am looking for some side bags or side containers. I don't call them panniers. It's not an adventure bike, so you know, something like the road glides of the Harley, something that road glide, street glide. I'm not too sure. Correct me, please. Please educate this Harley noob or Harley challenged. That's what I am. Right. As a side note to this video, this is the first time I'm using a 2-camera system, as you can see in front of me. My GoPro Hero 4, which I bought used of Facebook Marketplace, and of course this is the GoPro 8, which I bought last year. Again, I thank you very much for giving the time to listen to my uneducated opinion on motorcycles. I would be able to admit I'm not an expert, but hey, it's not what you know, it's what they don't know. Ride safe, guys. Take care.